Sports fans, don't forget to vote for my team in the basketball tournament, a winner-take-all 5-on-5 national event for $2 million. We can't get eligible unless you vote enough times for us by noon Eastern on June 1st. So click the link on the screen or the description below and help us out. We've got a great team shaping up, and it'll make for some great content here as well. You in? Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here and welcome to BBallBreakdown. In order to get this breakdown out quicker, I decided to break it up into quarters. So let's get to the first and see which plays caught my eye. The Warriors held the Thunder to 21 points, a far cry from the hot starts in games 3 and 4 when they scored at least 30. Let's get to it. The Warriors open up with Horn's twist, and on the second screen and roll, it forces Robertson to bump down, creating an opening on the weak side lift. Clay splits his feet, attacks on the catch, and the defense collapses. Russell Westbrook is a bit lost, and they have their pick of wide open shooters to choose from. The Thunder try to attack Bogut with the high pick and roll, and the hope for the Warriors defense is that Bogut can get KD to shoot the 20-footer with Barnes flying by from behind. Great screen by Adams prevents this, and KD nails the shot. Robertson was making plays early, getting a quick strip of Bogut, and on the kickout, Steph loses track of where his man is, and Robertson impressively blows by him, but Adams gets caught holding Bogut around the waist, and this dunk gets waved off. The Warriors decided to get Steph off of Russ early, probably to conserve more of his energy, and let him guard Robertson. Bogut gets away with a pretty big shove on Durant as he releases, but the basketball gods balance it out with an offensive rebound to Adams. The game plan is clearly to encourage him to shoot threes as much as possible, but credit Andre Robertson for consistently knocking these down. A key moment occurred early in the game when Harrison Barnes runs into a stationary Adams, flails to the ground, and somehow coaxes the refs to call his second foul on him. This forced Donovan to use this lineup, the 12th most used lineup in the regular season, and one that wasn't very effective. However, in the Western Conference Finals, this lineup is the second most played and has destroyed the Warriors up until Game 5. With Ibaka at center and Durant at the power forward, the Warriors run a nifty out-of-bounds play, slipping the Bogut down screen to the hoop. When Ibaka stepped up to help on Clay, it becomes a wide-open alley-oop one-handed finish. The Warriors continued to gimmick their defense by putting Bogut on Robertson. Draymond thought he was guarding him, so was a step late getting in position for the ball screen. And Russ takes full advantage, throttling to the rim, throwing a tough lefty pass, and Ibaka gets the and one. We all know how their bread and butter is the elbow split off the pick and roll, but one thing is for certain, the Warriors haven't been using their most dangerous combination of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson nearly enough. The defense both go with Steph, leaving Klay a wide open look from 18 feet. In games 3 and 4, Draymond was getting blown by routinely, but somehow he had regained his quickness, and there's just no way Russ is getting a sidestep from 7 feet out away from Green's long wingspan. Incredible block, and this triggers a fast break, and Curry's aggression earns him the rare up and under from 20 feet. Interestingly, the lead was only 6 even though the shooting disparity was so high due to 3 early turnovers. The Thunder offense got real stagnant with poor spacing on the weak side. Steph contains the Waiters' drive well, and on the skip, Russ has little choice but to shoot this, and he nails it. On the Bogut pick and roll, it's Waiters who is supposed to bump down on the roll man. It's ineffective, and he attacks Durant with the body and a rolling hook over Ibaka. For the second time in the quarter, KD goes to the hoop, draws contact, but doesn't get the call. But as you can see, there's enough contact to merit a foul. With Draymond back on Robertson, one of OKC's adjustments is to have him screen the ball. This action is well contained by the Warriors' defense, and instead of attacking off the catch and using his explosive quickness to attack, Russ jabs a few times, then pulls up on a contested 20-footer. And the nightmare quarter for Russ continued. He ended up 1 for 9 after 1, and they can't leave Robertson standing in the slot like this. It allows Draymond to sit back and wait for Russ to get to the rim and pressure the miss, plus there was a pass back to Serge for a wide open shot. This was the perfect decision by Russ. Spread the floor and break down Klay Thompson into the middle. Now that Varejão's in the game, he's assigned to Robertson, but his true nature as a center couldn't be denied. He collapses toward the rim, leaves Robertson open, and he again splashes. KD continued to be aggressive, and the refs did give him a foul or two. Again, the Warriors are trying to attack from the low post with a good split. Notice how the split is with Klay and Draymond, and while the spacing gets screwy with Varejao, Iguodala finds a way to thread the needle on this great pass, even though the Thunder did not switch. And to make up for it on the bad no call earlier, KD gets away with a 3-step travel when he gathers the ball, then takes 3 steps. Stay tuned, sports fans, for part 2 as we go through more clips that happened in the second quarter of this riveting Game 5 Western Conference Finals matchup. You in?